Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTBase.com. Welcome to this week's Commitments of Traders review. Today we're going to have a look at the 21st COT report of 2013. And as usual, we're going to start off with the changes in commercials position. So here we go. As you can see, we have coffee on top with a 27% change in commercials positions. We had coffee on top for quite some time now. There were pretty large changes in the past couple of weeks. You can see prices continuing their decline and commercials going above 10,000 contracts net long. So let's open the 5-year chart and see what the longer term picture shows us. As I've told you a couple of times, the fact that commercials are net long suggests that we may see a bottom soon. Of course, this soon may mean a couple of weeks or even a month. If commercials 2 weeks ago would have continued their decline, basically going to even deeper net short territories, that may have pushed prices higher, as you can see back over here in 2009. As commercials were going down to net short territories, prices were rallying basically. The next market that we're going to have a look at is Fed funds. We have a 23% change over there in commercials positions. You can see the change size over here. And that basically commercials and large speculators are both net long, and it's only small speculators who are taking the short side of the market. That's pretty interesting on such a big market like Fed funds. The last time we had such a case coincided with a relative bottom over here, which is interesting. But let's open a 5-year chart and see the extreme on a wider range. Actually, we're going to change to the 3-year chart. I believe the COT charts are more visible over there. Yes, here you go. You can see that we had an extreme, a bullish signal right over here in mid 2012, preceding this bottom over here. We're basically, I wouldn't say we're at an extreme level right now. So it may only be the change size that is going to affect prices in the upcoming few days. The 10-year note, that's our next market. We have also a 23% change in commercials position. You can see the change size over here. We have much larger changes in 10-year notes, quite a couple of times. Opening a 5-year chart, we're going to see the extreme, whether we have one or not. You can see that basically if we look at commercials right now, you can see they would be at an extreme level if they were at roughly net long of 300,000 contracts, or net short at about roughly 150,000 contracts net short. You can see that the last time they were in such net long territories, that coincided with beautiful bottoms in prices. We're not there yet, so we may wait for a few more weeks or possibly a couple of months before we get to these levels that would really suggest we're going to see an end to this decline that has started a few weeks ago. Okay, let's move on and have a look at COT Extreme for large speculators. We have NASDAQ on top with its all-time extreme. Let's open NASDAQ first. Here we go, and opening a 5-year chart, we're going to see the extreme more easily over there. You can see that we may see a top being generated over here. You can see back over here in 2012 we had a nice extreme that put an end to this rally, and we could see prices declining for a few months. And we have another great example over here. So actually we may see this top being kept, and we may see prices declining from here. Silver is our next market. We have a 527 report extreme in large speculators. Opening a 5-year chart, the extreme is going to be a bit more visible. Here you go. You can see this. And right away, we're going to look at the last couple of cases when commercials were at and large speculators at such extreme levels. These usually coincide with bottoms in prices. So actually, the picture is definitely bullish over here on this this market. And I believe if we look at gold, which is our next market, we have a 333 report extreme in large speculators positions. We're really going to see the same picture. We've talked about gold a few weeks ago, and the fact that small speculators were net short was to me a really bullish signal. We didn't really see prices rallying that much. We actually see prices declining a bit. But if you look at this longer term picture, basically we're still there. We're still at this extreme level, and I believe this should be considered more of a bullish picture. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to see prices rallying from here, but looking at this extreme, I would say that the chances are of a rally a bit maybe larger. I believe we have time, so how about opening Japanese yen? This is going to be our last market. We have a 306 report extreme in large speculators. So let's open a 5-year chart right away and see this extreme. Here we go. You can see that we have actually, if we're opening Japanese yen, a few months ago, I was telling you what a beautiful buy signal we had over here. This was actually an all-time extreme back then, and you can see prices did not react. This was a commercial capitulation, a very rare case, but does happen, and when it does, prices basically react even more than expected. You can see the decline going for quite some time. The extreme is still there. It's still well, suggesting to us that it's going to be a buying opportunity. Well, I don't know. It may go on for a few more weeks before we really get to the point where prices are going to bottom out and see prices going higher. But it's definitely a very interesting picture over here. The reason I was telling you this is a bullish signal, of course, historically, if you look at the chart right away, over here, all of these cases, whenever commercials were at such extreme levels, coincided with bottoms. Except this one, of course. This is the commercial capitulation. Prices did not bottom out. We did not see prices going higher. Instead, prices declined even more. Okay, that's all for this week. If you would like to have a look at other COT charts, you can do so at our COT charts page. Or if you would like to have a more in-depth and detailed COT analysis, then check out our COT analysis page, where you can add other really important and useful functions to your table, look at new COT report types, data types, all sorts of very useful functions. So I hope you enjoyed my review, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.